Peri often gets criticized for committing atrocities on a mass scale. However, people who do this are simply not good at Fire Emblem. Here's why. Fire Emblem characters often talk about how they hate war and wish for peace, blah blah blah. Let's see how that would actually play out. G Medius, do you want to talk about our feelings? As seen here, peace was never an option, and Peri is straight to the point. Other characters in the series will go, yeah, I only burned your house down and fucked your wife because I was being oppressed, please cry for me. Nah, bitch, Peri is a real one. She admits to Charlotte that she has no ulterior motives. She just wants to stab people, unlike those that try to have quote-unquote death. Peri contributed more to our culture than Neon Genesis Evangelion ever will. Another point to add to this is that Peri reflects the player. She likes stabbing and killing, but may I ask you, the viewer, a personal question? How many fleeing soldiers have you killed to give your Nino of choice some levels? How many have died in your wake so Cord could get an HP level up? Tisk tisk tisk. Seems that you and Peri have more in common than you think. And yet, she is cyberbullied online. Sad. Another point for Peri is that she makes Fire Emblem fans mad, and Fire Emblem fans are the worst people ever. Peri is also a girl boss, so if you hate Peri, you hate women. Also, Peri's head has the color palette of a trans flag, meaning that she's an ally to the LGBT community. Does this remind you of anyone else? Speaking of, Gast once made a 22-minute video about how Peri is the worst thing ever. However, he also said this.
Thankfully, Mathis is so god-awful that he's literally a meme in the community.
So with this we can conclude that when Gast says something, the opposite is actually true, meaning that Peri is God's gift to us mortals. Also, if you really think about it, Peri's target demographic for killing are butlers and maids. Now you may ask yourself, why is this important? Well, those classes are Nor exclusive classes, and who rules Nor? This guy, and he's made of goo. So, Peri haters, if you really want to be on this guy's side, be my guest. For my second to last point, I'll address her most common criticism. In her supports, by the end of most of them, her partners come to accept her violence and stop trying to change her. This is seen as extremely stupid, especially for characters like Arthur, who talk about justice all the time. However, if everyone she talks to becomes a worse character after doing so, wouldn't that make her the best character by default? Really makes you think, doesn't it? Now for my final point. In Xander's support, he says he ignored Peri's bad attributes because she's hot. This is extremely relatable to me as a Fire Emblem fan, since I want Peri to rip my balls off.